Hello and welcome to this tutorial for the game Illusion. Since there is almost no setup, I've included it in this video. You have this deck of cards with the arrows and this big deck of cards with the colored images. Make sure to keep this one with the colored side up. Shuffle both decks and take one card of each deck. The one with the arrow you can flip over so it shows the arrow. You're done setting up the game. So, let's get to the explanation. How do you play the game? You are going to keep playing until one person has scored 3 of these cards with the arrow on it. Then the game is over and that player is the winner. That's it. Try to score 3 of these arrow cards. How you get those I'll explain by telling you how the game goes. At the start we flipped over this arrow. The arrow is this color. That means for this round it's going to be all about this particular color. There's already one starting card out. I'm the first player, so I start. I take the next top card from this colored deck, and it's up to me to put it in the right place. As you remember, it's all about this color. So I have to guess, is there more of this color on this card than there is on this card? Or is there less of this color? If I think there's more of this color on this new card, then I place it on this side, away from the arrow. If I would think there is less of this color on this card, I would place it closer to the arrow. I think I'll put it here. And I'm done. That was my turn. But that was because I was the first to go. Now it's the turn of the player to my left. You go clockwise around the table. The next player could do exactly the same as I did. Take a card and then try to place it in exactly the right place. How much of this color is on this card? You could put it here at the start, or in between the two cards that were already there, or all the way at the end if you think this card has the most of this color on it. Keep in mind that you can place it anywhere. You don't just put it all the way at the start or all the way at the end. You can squeeze cards in between as well. So that's one thing the next player could do. Or the other option is to doubt what I did. The player that comes next can always say that they think the previous player made a mistake. In that case, you don't take a new card from the deck, but you flip over all the color cards that are on the table. On the back of each card, it shows how much of that color is truly on the card. Let's flip them over and see. It's only 2 cards, but this row can be much longer as long as every player thinks no mistake has been made. Then you could just keep placing new cards on the table until one person says, hang on, I think something isn't right. So, here are the answers on the back. We're still looking at only this color, so also only look at the percentages in this color. As you can see, they go from low to high, so I didn't make a mistake. The new player was wrong to doubt me, and that means I get this arrow card. I've got 1 point. If I had placed the card here, I would have been wrong. In that case, the arrow would have gone to that player. This is how you get these cards. You need 3 of them to win. So you get this card if you rightly doubted the player before you, or you get it if the player after you said there was a mistake, but everything is in order. When you check for mistakes, you flip over all the cards that are on the table, not just the card that was last placed. If there is one mistake in the row, that's enough, even if that mistake was made long ago. If there's something not right, then the player who doubted it will get the point. All the color cards go on the discard pile. Flip over a new arrow card and place one new color card to start the next round. As I've said, you keep going until someone thinks a mistake has been made. It's possible to have a row of 10 cards or more. One thing about checking for mistakes: if a card says it has the same percentage of that color as the card next to it, that's not a mistake. It's only incorrect if the percentage is lower. And keep in mind that this game is called Illusion because some cards show shapes that are hidden behind another shape of a different color. But that's not actually real. You only look at the color that you can see, not the color that you think is also hidden behind the other one. Anyway, we're done. This is how you play Illusion. Either take the top card and place it at a spot in the row where you think it should be, or tell the other players that you're doubting and then flip them all over to see if you were right or not. It's harder than it looks, and if you're colorblind, this game is probably not even fun to play. But if you're not, it is. So I hope you feel like you understand it and that you'll enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and see you for the next one.